Another amazing week of Lego creations. This week we have a little bit of everything. We have medieval builds, we have microscale, we have characters, we have Asian style building. As always, remember that all the builds and all the blogs mentioned in this video will be linked in the description down below for you to go and check them out. Welcome to a new episode of This Week in Bricks. We start here by my page because there's a little celebration here. Not just this is the 35th episode of This Week in Bricks, but I just passed the 5,000 subscribers mark on YouTube. Nice little achievement for which I want to thank everyone that subscribed, all my members in particular, and all the viewers on my channel. Now, let's move on. Let's start from the Instagram section of the week with a little bit of Asian-inspired builds. So here we are on Brickbrotherzz. We've featured them a few times on the channel already with all these beautiful little vignettes. And here we have a ninja vignette, very beautiful executed vignette with a nice landscape with this spot in the middle, a red torii gate, very nice vegetation with a beautiful tree on the left, with a few butterfly, a red panda, and a very well brick build, very well done brick build bird on top of the torii gate. Very well done. Then, of course, we have Dicken Liu, that is a constant presence here in the This Week in Bricks episodes. This time he has this Chinese farmhouse, very well executed. I love how the roof are done. I think the animals in these builds are different. They're not like the usual minifigure scale ones. Maybe there are some Duplo or something like that. I think the chickens are a bit big. Anyway, there's a lot of interesting details. There is a water well in the middle, a lot of very interesting details, and we will talk about him a little bit more later on in this video. Then we have Pinkwheels, another great builder over here. There's a lot of stuff coming from with Brickworld Chicago this week, and apologize about my voice. Here we have a beautiful mock Maikos of Gion, all Kyoto. This is a very, very well done build. Not just, of course, the very recognizable building style of these Kyoto streets. We have a very well executed character building. So we have these two geisha, I would assume, one in blue, one in yellow. Very, very well built. We have also a nice little kind of bonsai tree to the left. Very, very well done and excellent part usage over here. A little bit of interior design as well in this beautiful building. Now, a little bit of Star Wars. We are on Hazbazbricks. It was part of this very beautiful collaboration, the Boba Lag collaboration at Brickworld. But here we have a nice little scene. This is the Secrets of Ky'tarra Part 2, the contact. So we have a sort of industrial style build, very well executed. This is part of a collaboration with Baroque Builds, Mandalorian Mech, Blitz.bricks, and Lego Remat. Very, very good. Of course, as always, a beautiful landscape, very nice choice of color, very nice industrial building at the back, and a little bit of a scene going on here on the ground. Very, very well done. Then we have John.Carter.creations, that is the fan designer behind the Tales of the Space Age set. Very beautiful set that has a similar style of building, which is this Sinthwave sunset with instruction available for free on Rebreakable. Very, very nice choice of color, a very instantly recognizable style. Now, let's move on to tips and bricks, so the article section of the segment of this episode. We have this very interesting sort of van that is inspired by Onward, which I think is a Pixar movie. This is by Hazbazbricks or Hazbazbricks, I think is Isaac. Very, very good. Here, of course, you can see the comparison between the real image and the brick build one. Very, very cool. Of course, as always, on tips and bricks, then you can see a little bit of the background behind the scene of the parts usage and technique. And of course, this is a great builder that we mentioned before on the channel, in particular with a lot of very interesting vehicles on his page. Then we have a technique analysis of Pinocchio, built by Bri.bricks. This is a sort of marionette style of build, and we can see, of course, all the techniques that has been used over here to make this move in the same way as a marionette should move. Very, very interesting. And of course, don't forget to go and check out the builder's profile as well. Now, let's continue on New Elementary. There's a lot of review out on New Elementary this week. I want to point out the one of the minifigure vending machine from Lego Ideas. Of course, we have a lot of very cool minifigures. This is a little bit like a collectible minifigure series, replacing the little F1 car that came out recently. We have some interesting new molds and recolors. In particular, we have these new interesting hemisphere cylinders that are the one that will hold the minifigure. Anyway, as always, a very interesting article, and we have also then a little bit of an overview on all the building techniques that come with this build that are very, very interesting. There's some interesting mechanism to get this minifigure out of there. Very, very well done. Now, let's move on to Brick Nerd. We have the Bio Cup 2025 going on. The preliminary round is finished. This is an article by Will Hafner that point out some of the absolutely crazy and good characters that has been built for this construction type of contest. I never participated because I don't have this skill set, but definitely you should go and check it out because there's a lot of amazing stuff. We'll talk a little bit more about this later on. Then we have an article by Ted Andes about the mystery and the legend of the white brick. That is an interesting, let's say, a gift that has been given at different participants at Brickworld Chicago. I never had the pleasure to participate to this convention, or most conventions around the world, actually. I only attended here locally. So this is a very interesting article, and still we don't know who is behind these white bricks, but definitely is something very interesting to receive that has a deeper meaning behind. Then we have a contest roundup for June 2025 by Lego designer Markus Rollbuhler. Again, a little bit more about him later on in this video. And here, of course, we have a roundup of all the contests that are going on this month in the Lego community. Some that I mentioned already before and some extra ones. So there is actually a little bit of everything for everyone this month. You can see also there is the Middle-earth Lego Olympics going on. Now, let's move on to the Bricks. There's a lot of cool stuff over here. These are all mocks that I would have featured on my regular episode at the beginning, but since they've been featured already on the Bricks, I'm just going to go from there. So, again, we have Dicken Liu with this Skullcrusher that is a crazy weapon from the newly released Doom video game. Crazy build over here. You can see the size of this, I guess, is like on a proper scale, I would say, but this is really interesting. Then we have some food. So this is Hsinwei, I hope I pronounced the name correctly, which is the fan designer behind the Lego Ideas Jazz Quartet, with some Taiwanese food. Very, very good and looks delicious, I would say. I tried Taiwanese food before. It's very, very good. So here is definitely some very interesting take on brick build food. Now, another crazy build over here. This is by Ghalad, that is soon to become a Lego designer. And this is a special secret collaboration to celebrate Lego designer Markus Rollbuhler, that we mentioned just now, that is behind a lot of activities and a lot of contests in the Lego community. And all this build started from these three little mushrooms that come out of the beard, out of the chin of this pirate. Very, very good. Markus also is the designer that worked together with the Lego House staff to work on the Lego House exclusive. The last year one was the pirate that is exclusive to the Lego House, so this is fitting very well. And we have some crazy parts usage over here, not just those mouses. We have also a big mouse on top behind the head. We have more animals scattered throughout here. Some very interesting part uses and quite a few boats as well. We have two for the shoulder, two smaller ones for the shoulders, and then we have a big one for the pirate head on top. If you look at this closely, you will find a crazy amount of nice part usage. and Ghalad, I guess, well deserves to become soon a official Lego designer. Now, here we have Isaac Snyder with a Microscale build. That is a trophy for the Summer Joust. That is a medieval contest that is going on right now. I always love a nice, good Microscale build, and this is masterfully executed. Very well done. Now, let's link this then to the contest section. So I just say that the Summer Joust is on for, I don't remember until when exactly, but couple of months or 1 month. Anyway, here you have the Flickr page where you can find all the rules and the prices and everything. And we can have a look also some of the most interesting submissions that have come in so far. We have another very cool Microscale build. This is by Syrdarian. Terrace rice cultivation. Very, very well executed. Very elegant, I would say. And perfect choice of colors as well. Then we have Ids De Jong, the inventor, with this nice little sort of elven vignette. There are many different types of vignette that will be seen in the 12x12 vignette category, as well as this one. So usually it's more common to see minifigure scale, maybe some microscale build. This is a bigger character, so a little bit more unconventional to see in a 12x12 vignette category, but this is executed very, very well. By this is Trap by Greenarj. We also have Syrdarian again, another submission for a different category. A very nice sort of black and white build with some very interesting rock work and some very nice part usage here as well. I love the tree and I love all the Thor's hammer over there for the arch under the bridge. Very well done. Now, as I mentioned before, there is the Bio Cup going on. I highly recommend you to go and check out the Flickr page. Go and check out all the builders. There is some crazy stuff over here. Not just the one that we mentioned earlier, but if you scroll over here, you can see some really epic builds. Then the licensed teams Multiverse Mayhem on EuroBricks has just finished. The submission phase is finished, so now we're voting. This was my little entry that I worked on a couple of weeks ago. My favorite builds from the one submitted so far is this one by Ben S. And another very cool one, in my opinion, is this one by Creech. So if you are registered on EuroBricks, you can go and cast your vote now. And there is also the May the 4th contest on EuroBricks still going on for, I think, 1 or 2 more weeks until the end of the month. My recommendation for Lego ideas this week is this amazing Freddie Mercury build. This is executed very well, instantly recognizable what we are looking at here. I think this will make a great addition for the sort of art series. I don't know. This one looks quite big in scale, so maybe the piece count will be a little bit too big. Maybe we need to be scaled down a little bit. But again, very, very well built. There is also a small Freddie Mercury minifigure as well. This is built by Take as Z. Go and check out and support on Lego Ideas. And as I mentioned last time, if you go in the challenges section, there is the contest with the 3 category that if you are selected, you will have the chance to exhibit your mock at the Lego house in Denmark, in Billund. A very, very amazing experience if you get selected. So I recommend you to go and check it out. Now let's close the video with the YouTube section. Beyond the Brick has a lot of stuff from Brick World. We have 3 videos here that I recommend you to go and check it out. We have an overview of the 200,000 pieces Minecraft world from Cheesy Studios. We mentioned about this before. If you follow Cheesy Studios, you know there is this ongoing Minecraft series, and this was an overview of the all Minecraft world together, I think for the first time. Then we have a huge Bowser castle with motorized lava. This is a build that we've seen before in previous iteration, as well as this beautiful Bobala collaboration with this Silvoria battle, Star Wars collaboration. Very, very good. There are some very interesting building techniques and a beautiful landscape. In particular, the choice of colors is very, very good. Another couple of videos to recommend, of course, we have Ashiroku24. He built a huge diorama to display the recent Lego set, the Boeing airplane with the NASA spaceship on top. So there's a huge, big diorama that goes around it. Very, very well executed, as always. And then we also have a Technic video, even though I'm not a Technic fan. This is a channel by Groll666, which is a Lego Technic designer. And these are a retro review of a set that is very close to me because I actually owned that set when I was younger, even though I never been really into Technic. And I still have this set, at least A model, still on display in my parents' house. I have very fun memory of this set, so if you are into Technic, go and check it out. It's a really fun set. Now, on my channel, there's not much going on because I've been on holiday. I did a bit of traveling. So I did release a video with a couple of new habitats. Those are leftover minifigure from the CMF Series 24. The Dreamers vlog will be back this weekend with the behind the scene of my new vignette. This is probably going to be a Microscale one. And of course, you can go and check out the playlist with all the past episodes of This Week in Bricks. So if you miss some episode and you want to see some cool bits, you can go and check out previous episode, and that's a great way to support my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.